Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoyed my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you want to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I was watching a thing. I was watching a Markiplier play a White Knuckle. Looks like a really interesting game. I'm very interested in it. Uh it, it it's a thing that released and I want to get it but I don't have the money. It's sort of a fun parkour game. It almost has a similar vibe to like Half-Life or like Portal 1 specifically. It seems pretty good. It seems pretty good. Sorry for the hectic start. I uh I don't know what happened, honestly. Just timing got weird. But yeah, no, hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna take a dink of my oiter. I want to show y'all something I've been working on before I get to continuing Ben Beckman. So I'm going to show that before I do. He outer on my wilds. Blanow. And open that up. It's gonna be black for a little bit, and then it's gonna formulate. I didn't want to minimize OBS. It might make the whole thing black for a moment. double checking to see if anything happens on stream. If not, it is fine. Okay. Okay, I think it's fine. Yep, it's fine. Alright, the delay's good. But yeah, no, this is a thing I've been working on. This is just gonna be like a background image thing for stuff in general. And I think I'm eventually gonna have it added to some of the screens with the other with like overlays. This is gonna be like what's behind the window, because as you can probably tell with the overlay like this, when the window is not on screen, it just looks black, and like having something there uh would be nice, and sort of I imagine like it being a bit bigger than the window showing the art and stuff. Uh, and so like you could see some of this really nice border of the thing that I'm working on. Which is why, like, there's my mask in the middle. Shout out to my mask; it's very cool. It's what that's what the point of the mask is and all that. Ugh. But yeah, and then like I'm focusing. Besides that, I'm focusing a lot of detail on the outside. Is again like this bit in the middle is gonna be mostly covered up, like most of the time. So it's not worth putting too much effort into it, but also like not skimping out on the detail either. This is not what we're gonna be working on today. If I can, I might have to. Yeah, no, I might just have to like open the file instead of open recent. Hold on. Okay. Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Give me but a moment to find it. There it is. It is a rather large file, so give it a little bit of time. Updating. Waiting for operation, and there it is. It is Mondo Huge, gamers. Also, don't mind the little bit sticking out of the overlay there. I have the onion skins, like a Docker. And because I've been doing the animation stuff, and it does not let me make it any smaller than this. Oh well. Also, you don't see the animation timeline because of the overlay, and that's cool. That means I have to change it means I have to change my krita none. Basically, nada zip zilch. That's very cool. Boy. Okay, so I need to get rid of like the filter masks real quick so that I could just kind of have, yeah, so that I could just have like the base grayscale. Just sort of in play. Because I need to have the scheme be consistent. Oh, I also need to finish the shading on them. Oh. That's fine. No, that's fine. That should be fine. I think I've decided what I want to do for the colors, but it might get a little complicated because it turns out that this whole piece is complicated. I might end up having to do like a bunch of like multiple different layers of stuff just to get the colors I want out of it, and that is normal. That is cool. The artist where I got the inspiration to use gradient maps from does that. It's cool and it's fine. It just takes more work. And that being said, I'm not gonna go immediately to the shading. I need to like finish his line art, and then I can get to his shading. And then after that, I can do the like fix the stool. I can fix yeah, I can fix the stool, and then I can like work on the table. And then at that point, that should be good. When I say that should be good, is I know technically there should also be a stool and table back here, but nobody's gonna see that. The only record that that it's supposed to be there is me saying it. Frankly. So like, what's really the matter with that? You know? I love this music. The soundtrack. Ooh, hold on. Let me do some arm stretches. I started to try and draw, and I just got like a shiver. I just got a shiver down my arms. I did not wake up my hands this morning. Okay. Whoop 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 I woke up pretty not great this morning, so I forgot to do my squats. I'll do that after stream. My calves kind of burn a little still. And that's cool. As I've also been going for walks more recently, with primarily with my mother. Wrong color. Man, I can't believe the get rid of layer hotkey and the and like the undo hotkey are right next to each other. That's very cool, very awesome, and very pog. Okay. I wonder what would happen. Yeah, I wonder what would happen if I were to change all the line art to a cooler color with all the like warm tones. I can test that out later. I can test that out later. Well, I just got a ringing in my ear. Splendid. Bang Beckman, my beloved. You're not my favorite red-haired pirate. That would of course be Shanks, my man. But still, you're very good. I also have to pop my shoulders. There we go. If you pop your joints, don't start drawing with unpopped joints. It's gonna end up making your accuracy a bit less than you'd appreciate. That's what I've noticed with myself, at least. Oh God, I just remember. How could I have forgotten? Because I've been announcing it all over the place. Deltarune tomorrow. Deltarune tomorrow. You bet your sweet ass. You bet your sweet fucking ass that I'm gonna be spoiling myself. Day one. I'm going to be injecting that shit directly into my veins. I am going to have an IV drip of nothing but Deltarune. Do I have a problem? No, you have a problem. Your problem is that you're not hype enough for Deltarune. The Deltarune! The Deltarune is real! Can we get much? Nope, not gonna finish that. Another thing I've been working on is something I can't show on stream because it's against TOS. But I'm very proud of it. It's good sometimes to, like, freshen myself up on anatomy. Most of what I draw, one, is for my own enjoyment and nothing more. Usually. Sometimes I draw stuff for other people, but that's a lot rarer. And most of it is tasteful because it's more about like learning the process of art than like getting my own rocks off, you know? Regardless, I'm pretty proud of it. Yep. You know what? It would be fun to have like a funny Bajongles After Dark account. I'll think on that. I'll definitely think on that. Cause like I don't know, I need to draw that kind of stuff like more often, just in general. And, you know, there's stuff that I would draw on like a sketch that I'm just doing off stream that I can't on stream because again, TOS. Not every sketch, but still some.
I just remembered I have a banana right next to me. Here we is. You got the stuff? It's right here. Ah, it's right it's right here.
Hmm. Banana. Now I'm gonna need to get the buckle right. Not the most excited for that, but not excited. Okay, so here's the plan for shading Ben Beckman. I also think I'm gonna like reshade. I know I did a lot of work on Shanks's hair. Actually, I'm probably gonna like not do much work on it on like this part of it, but I'm definitely gonna rework a lot of this shading so that it matches like the rest of it because I'm not gonna be blending the different values on this piece. Because like if I turn it on all on, look at this like banding of color. This is what I'm looking for in this piece. I kind of like it. I kind of like this more complicated like cell shading. You can see that I've been doing it like more and more in my art in general. Hmm. Bang, bang Beckman. Yeah, bang. And another thing I want to do when reshading them over here, like Shanks and Luffy, is because most of the light is coming back here, and they don't really match where the light is coming from in the same way that, like, the red hair pirates in the back do. So, like, I'm not gonna touch these fools, and, like, their shading. I also might upgrade the overlay, like the gradient overlay. It's not your time yet. I'll work on you after stream. Thank you. I'm actually gonna close you. I appreciate you. You're cool. Nana. The Nana has been completed. I keep being like, I'll work on the shading now as I need to do the fucking buckle. I'll need to do the fucking fuckle. I wonder how much smaller this piece will end up being once I, like, merge everything. Okay, you're about the right schneise. How did I do it at the... Okay, that's how it was done. Okay. Is that fucking pig? Because I am fucking steel. Oh yeah. Okay, so my phone updated its UI today, and it's bad. It is bad. I like having a lot of notifications on the top. They don't show all of them anymore. I want to see a Discord notification that's like 5 notifications down because my shit decided, hey, we're gonna give, like, I don't know, a Tumblr notifications. We're gonna give fucking YouTube. Here's a random, like, I don't know what's an app I have a notification for. Like, here's Twitch. Here's, I don't know, Xiaohongshu, which I need to, like, start using again, but I've been very busy. And I don't do, like, any work stuff on that one. It's just for my pleasure. And so weirdly enough, because it's mostly for, like, I just mostly enjoy using the app rather than, like, posting on there. I actually use it less because it's like never on my mind. Whereas, like, with things like Bluesky and Tumblr, since I'm doing my work stuff on there, It's already easier for me to remember to just sort of like scroll by, enjoy my time on there. That's right, I said enjoy my time. If I don't enjoy an app, I don't use it. I don't like social media. I love it. And if I don't love it, I don't use. Ratatouille is a good film. I think Disney should let Pixar just like make good movies. My biggest problem with a lot of stuff now, like Marvel and Pixar and Star Wars, is because Disney's a part of it. Right? Like when I say a part of it, I don't just mean like bankrolling them and then like getting that sweet, sweet profit. I mean like meddling where they really shouldn't. Cause it's like, dudes, you bought these successful things, and then they made you a lot of money. Just let them make you money. I'm not gonna. You're meddling with Marvel, so I'm not gonna go see any of it. You're not getting my money, dude. Just let them make good shit, and then you'll get my money. Once I have money, mind you. Beckman shading. And then add filter mask, yeah. Burning my Beckman. I'm also gonna add some smoke, but I have an idea for that, and I'll do that later. I'm excited to start on a new piece, a new One Piece. And by that I mean I'm excited to finish this and then start a new one. I've been completing a lot more art pieces this year, and that is exactly what my New Year's resolution was. I forgot to post the concept art from last time. Oh well. I'll just do like a little bit extra on Thursday, and then I'll like post it all together. and be like, here's some I forgot to post last week. Whoopsies. And then like once I'm done with a bunch of like little like thumbnails, like concept art thumbnails, I can take the concepts, like all the concepts that I like from it, and then I can expand on those. And then get to doing all that shit. And then once I'm done with that, I can start on like I don't know prototyping shit. And like Thursdays can turn into game dev streams again. Well, not again, but like you know. I want to have the like artistic identity of the game down before the gameplay identity, so that like once I start on the game dev, like the actual coding, I can like adjust both, like in real time. But I want to have the art done first, and also on once I get to that stage, I can like that sort of allows me to ease up a little bit on making art for a stream, and that'll mean I'll have more like artistic bandwidth to do stuff just like on my own. It's like it's really refreshing to be able to do art both as like a job, sort of like what I'm doing now. I'd classify this as art for a job, even if I'm not being paid. But also like still be able to do it just purely for enjoyment, just for the love of the game. Because like I love making art. That's why I do it so much. That's why I'm primarily an art streamer. I have plans for doing other stuff, and also I game, but like that's why I primarily do art is because I'm an artist. This is what I do. This is the best way to put it is like this is my autism. It's just making art. I'm fucking obsessed with making art. And it's not necessarily art isn't necessarily like entertaining to talk about with other people. Because it's like, oh, I was doing this piece and I did this animation and it's very cool. I'd love to show it, but I can't. I can't right now because it's not in a presentable place, but it's good. I like it. It's another thing. God, editing. Editing's another big thing. Uh, it'll give me more bandwidth to edit. I'm hearing crows outside. I'm very happy. I say while my face is entirely fucking blank. I am happy though. Like I'm genuinely happy is the thing. Despite the fact that like when I first turned on my computer this morning it showed a blue screen. So that was fun. That was kind of scary, my computer blue screening. And then my mouse running out of battery, don't worry. While we ran out of like new batteries, I got one out of another thing that I didn't really necessarily need right now, which is cool and fine, super cool and fine. And of course the new UI update, which sucks mad ass, mad fucking ass. And I wish that Samsung would change it. God, if Huawei phones weren't banned in my country, God, I'd want one. Those look nice. Those phones look genuinely nice to use. I would love to like be able to just get a Huawei. You're probably hearing me say that and talk about being on Xiaohongshu and being like, man, this motherfucker's a shield for China, a shield for vagina. And it's like, no, no, it's just like they're making good shit right now, I guess. Right, like uh, uh, there's a lot of stuff that's banned in the US from China specifically because like they'd outcompete our shit. And so like I get why, but also it's a shame because some of this stuff is really cool. Namely Huawei phones for this example and what I'm interested in, but a lot of stuff too. I certainly wouldn't mind having access to. If the tariffs do end up having to go through, I'd much rather have their stuff than like our stuff. You know, because our stuff is still got to be tariffed, like to hell. Because we get a lot of our stuff from, like a lot of our components for stuff, especially like out of country, and then it gets imported. God, poor penguins being tariffed so hard, man. They're they're like mainly a fishing economy. Like how are they gonna survive this? Oh yeah, also Palantir. Right, I forgot about Palantir. Man, I don't trust a data collecting company named after the fucking Palantir from Lord of the Rings. You know, the thing that Sauron uses to spy on people. You know, Sauron. What should I name my villain? He is a rather sour fellow. Ah, I know. Sauron. Yes. Yes, quite. Hmm. You'll never guess what I've named the bearded tree fellow. God, I love the video so much. Lob is an old Anglo-Saxon word for spider. What should I name my villainous she-spider? Ah, I know. She-lob. Put him in a hole. Yes. Not a not a soggy wet hole, no. Make it simply divine. But yeah, no, I have plans for like researching and writing for 2 shows for season 1 of my streaming. One of which I've talked about sort of ad nauseum. That being that being the history of the Undertale fandom, and the other one is a fun nature show with a character based on Uncle Traveling Matt from Fraggle Rock. Man, my mind kept going, Rugrats, 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 Rugrats. And I was like, no, it's not that. I watched both as a kid. No, stop it. Stop it, Brian. Stop it, the Brian in my head. My wrinkly complex Brian. It is Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock. Pew. But yeah, no, I really need to design those the characters for my show, for my circus. And I do really need to do that. Um, but also I need to finish some other stuff. And these shows, I want to have an episode of each show once a month. Because that gives me plenty of time to, like, do a whole bunch of basic writing. Like I've been doing for the Undertale fandom thing. And then, like, work on... and, like, you know, do that for the entire thing. Get, like, a whole bullet point thing down. For like, from start to finish. Expand that out, do research, do all of that, and then, like, have stuff just, like, ready without rushing myself too much. I don't know how long I want season 1 to be, but, like, we'll figure that out. I'll even get to do a big, like, announcement video thing and everything. I even get to, like, you know, practice voice acting, which I've sort of sneakily been doing this entire time. I've been sneakily doing this. I've been here the whole time. As I, like, burst out of Sam Rice's chest like a chest burster. I've been here the whole time. Very good. Splendid. Splendid has been my word of the week, I've noticed. I'm almost done with the flat of the shading. For Ben Beckman. Beckman. Bunch of notifications just have happened. Oh, joy. None of them relevant to me right now. There we go. I think it would have honestly taken maybe less time at this point. To do like all of these people individually. Maybe not. I like what I'm doing a bit better. Background. There it is. That's the right layer. Let me sneeze here. There we are. Perfect. Splendid. There we go. Spectacular. Marvelous. Is my audio actually working? Yes. Man, that whole hour that I last stream was very funny looking back. Okay, so I like that. That's good. And then I can definitely have this. And then I can also have this. Exquisite. There we go. Wonderful. There we go. I think that works. Wonderful. Mr. Electric, I want this twink obliterated immediately! Da, 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 da. There we go. There's a lot more like shading detail that I'm gonna have to go through with Ben Beckman purely because he is in like more in the foreground. And also like whereas the rest of the red hair pirates are kind of like a mass of flesh. Benny Boy here is kind of going solo. Okay, so I'm gonna have this hand be sort of rimlet. Because of like where it is, see how the light is coming directly like from behind it? Or like the light source. The light may be directed differently, but it's, you know, it makes sense in my brain. And splendid. This hand is splendid. Wonderful. I need to keep making like more characters for my art fight page. Because I want to have all the characters I've designed so far to be in there. And it's starting next month. I'm so excited. I love doing art fight, and I'd like to do it on stream this year. Which means that for the month of July, I'm gonna be taking a break from the One Piece fan art. And instead I'm gonna be like doing some art fight attacks. That'll be fun. And I sort of cheated a little bit with Undertale Yellow. I looked up how close I am to being done with the game, and it seems like I'm pretty close-ish with the route. Which means I need to do a funny PNG tuber model for the Star Wars, because the Star Wars is next. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That'll be fun. That'll be really fun. I wonder what happened to T Gray. T Gray was really excited for that. They were fun. I miss them. Holy shit. It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Holy shit. It's so big. It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Holy shit. I actually think I want to make the highlight parts larger so that I can do more with them. Hold on. There we go. Ah, new Hermitcraft video. Splendid. I will say that I'm gonna check that out and then not because I get busy. I should like be able to finish doing the shit for today's VOD by today. I should be able to. So don't worry about that. It won't be like out on time, but it still will be out today. And honestly, the time doesn't matter so much. What really matters is the day. And so I should be able to get it out today. It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Holy shit. Very cool. It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Halo, that's a dino. Holy fuck, Lowitz. Holy fuck, Lowitz. Remember that time. Hey, Peter, remember that time? Remember that time, Peter? It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Holy fuck. I saw a lizard. It's a dinosaur. Holy fuck, Peter. Holy fuck, Peter, I forgot the sleeve. You fucking piece of shit, Brian. Holy fuck. What am I gonna do with you, Brian? I hate you, Brian. Get out of my fucking house. There we go. Sleep. Too short. The sleep is too short. There we go. Marvelous. Hey, Peter, remember the time? Remember the time, Peter? There we go. Marvelous. Even with just two values, you too can make any piece more dynamic. The power of shading through the beauty of evolution that is the human eye. You see, our eyes are built more for contrast rather than like objective reality. So anything that's flat but has contrast in the right way can look more like a three-dimensional object, even if it is just a bunch of pixels, or perhaps a piece of paper with ink atop it. Truly magnificent. Water, my beloved. Water, earth, fire. Come. These four elements live together in harmony. Everything changed when the Gooners attacked. Holy fuck. There we go. Splendid. I'm popping my back. Give me just a... Oh, that's great. Oh. Oh, I feel like a new man. Oh, that was good. Let me see what this looks like with the background. Wrong one. Oh, suppose that couldn't hurt. Lovely. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, gamers, pardon me, but a moment. I'm going to that layer, and then I will be RB. I must away. Wait, Ben Beckman, I have to draw you. You're white cavemen painted on walls. I'm back. Beckman. My name is Beckman. I made the mimic. It was difficult to put the pieces together. Hold on, somebody said something to me. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Also, now a cat's in my room. Hi, I'm so happy to see you. Hi. She was in my lap when I woke up this morning. Best part of my morning. Yeah. Yeah, you were the best part of my morning. Mm-hmm. No, sweet pie. Wait, I have to draw you. Because of the way I'm sitting, you're now in a little pocket. Wait, I have to draw you. There we are. Marvelous. I mean, I don't know why I made that noise, but I don't take it back. Now the real contrast is when you add more different values. It really helps emphasize the 3D. That was a loud slam. Yeah, no, having more values for added contrast and variation give you a slightly better, not even slightly, but just a better sense of like volume and 3D shape. There we go. Forehead is amended. I thought it looked a little too sloped. Not on the outside, mind you. I can always adjust this later. Quish is cool. I put all that work into that foot and a lot of that leg only for it to be covered up. That's just kind of the story of my life. How about this darker value right here? What shall this do? What doing? What doing? Said the evil creature. With his thick helmet and pencil up his nose. What doing? Said Satan's favorite little guy. I just got a shot of itch in my throat. That's not very fun. Splendid. Splendid. I don't know why I'm doing a lot of these complex shapes already. Not complex, but like, you know, the slightly more complex shading, because that's not what I need to do yet. My goal is to get a lot of like the basic shapes down and good. The more complex shading shapes are for later. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Another game series I have on my list to play, not now but eventually, is the Silent Hill games. I already have the first one on my computer, but I want to have like the three, like 1 through 3, working properly before I do that. And I mean the original 1 through 3. I know there's a Silent Hill 2 remake, and I will not be playing that. Oh, my cat's being very sweet, also making it a bit harder for me to draw. Yeah. Another thing on my list is Titanfall 2. I need to play that. I need to I need to be like, hey, Clockwork Stephanie, uh, final name pending. Again, final name very much pending. Do you want to continue the fucking Delta Rune? Oh, it would be so funny. It would be so funny to like to like shift up, like change up this Sunday. No, I'll ask him about it. You know, like it would be fun to like shift up today, or not today, like this week. It'd be like, all right, here's playing more Delta Rune, uh, Delta Rune weird routes. Like that would be fun. Let's get big number. Hmm. And also eventually get back to Far Cry 5. I want to finish playing that game. Sorry if I'm a bit far away. I have a cat. So I'm gonna make myself be a slightly awkward angle so that I may have y'all enjoy my voice a little bit better. There we go. I am sitting sideways now, by the way. Because there's a cat on my lap and she's very pretty. Yeah. Yeah, no, I might. It would be fun to make a bunch of stuff that I have planned on making. It'd be like, here's the shit, my guy. I could even draw examples for like that nature show. Right? Like I could do some cool like sketches of things to notice, important like parts of plants, important like distinctive parts of animals, that sort of thing. Talk about how different parts of nature even work. Like that would be cool. Basically making my college education like taking my college education that I'm taking and want to continue to take, processing it, and then spreading it out to y'all. And then, most people are like, I don't have use for my education. Why? And like, I don't know, if you can't get a job from it, you might as well teach other people. Because it's always good to learn. No, sweet pie. Okay, so this top bit here is going to roughly match the rest of the shoe, which means that this is gonna go down to about there. And then wham. Wham, bam, shang a lang, and a na 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 hey. Wham, bam, shang a lang, and a na 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 hey. Lovely, lovely song. Splendid. Excellent. Figuring out how to get Dead Rising 2 off the record to work also would be great. Very stark lighting is cool and awesome. Yeah, that's what friends are for. Okay. When bam shang a lang and na 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 hey. Wow. Ah. You got a ring, bam, shine a light Doing something like Bajongles After Dark would also make me mad bank if I capitalized on it. I could also just do it for fun, I don't know. For both fun and learning. We got a band Are they doing art critique? Lucky. Sorry, Drock, shout out once again. You're very cool and awesome. Is doing like a stream thing today of art critique. You got a wham bam singing na 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 na. There we go. I just remembered that I'm probably gonna like not even take a pause, but like work on a thing like a bit first that I realized I needed to do is a new schedule graphic, one that's higher quality and not shoddily made. It's when doing stuff and you want to have people take notice of you, it's important to be high, to make sure that you have a high quality. I mean genuine high quality, because if you look high quality, but then you're found to be wanting, uh, that's not the best for you. And so I'm trying to make myself look as high quality as I want to be. Much like Buggy the Clown. Often makes himself look stronger than he really is, and people just like love him and support him. And he somehow became a Yonko, even though he's fucking, uh, not the strong guy. He's not John's strength, you know? I am John's strength. I can beat you up. You got a rain down, shine a light, and no, 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 hey. I do feel like I got a bit over ambitious with this piece. Not because it's undoable, obviously I'm doing it, but because like it's been taking a fair amount of my time. And I can feel myself like making progress, right? Like the progress is good. And the progress is decently constant. So like don't get me wrong on that. There we go. Piano and later today I'm gonna work on a new schedule graphic. I'll get that like taken care of right away. I'll add that onto my stuff like immediately and not wait for season 1 to happen. There's some stuff that I need to have look good first. Right? There is some stuff like my profile picture and my banner that like I feel like I need to have ready. And I have that in a separate section of my schedule. Not my schedule, my checklist. Hmm. But yeah, no, I have like a section of stuff on my checklist where it's like here's stuff that I need to get done first. This is the stuff that needs to get done like today. Or not today, but like, before stuff actually starts happening. Man, that those pauses are annoying. I'm so sorry for how I speak. I will not improve. I will not change it because it's how I speak and it's how I speak and how I think, and I don't actually like want to change that for anything. But also, sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll be right. Sorry about that. I was being offered a banana, and I already had one. Oh, my cat just got off my lap. You want out? Hi. Now I can't close the door until you decide one way or the other. I love you. There we go. Okay. My cat is now out of my room. My leg is going to hurt me in just a moment. And now let's continue the Ben Beckman. Splendid. But there's a lot of there's. It turns out doing all your own assets is a lot of work. I enjoy it so much. Right? Like don't mistake me talking about like how much work it is with me complaining and having a bad time. Ah, my leg. Okay, that is not splendid. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, my leg's waking up. There we go. Sorry I'm not very talkative. I'm trying to get art done, and I tend to do art slower when I'm, like, yapping. There we are. I wonder how much longer this piece is gonna actually take me. Shouldn't be too long. There we are. And then you do that, and then that part of the shading is done. Yippee. And if I do that, you're a brighter color. Now onto highlighting. You're not in that. Hold on. Oh, duh. I know why. Now keep you there. Now this should work. Now this should work properly. Yeah, there it is. And I was showing my grandpa the Starlo art I did because I'm very proud of it. Uh, and he was like, "Oh, I don't like that they're smoking." And it's like, I know Starlo doesn't smoke as a character, right? Mind you, he doesn't like take out an actual cigar or cigarette once. But also, I did it because like Clint Eastwood, movies like Red Dead Redemption. You know the particular like cowboy aesthetic I'm talking about. What I designed the pose off of. Correct. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better for Benny Boy. Wrong color yet again. Yippee. White people don't say hip hip hooray anymore. They say commentate W. I hate that I said that, but it's very ironic. I fucking hate that man. It's hard for me to find a man that I hate more than him, except for I don't know, maybe Diddy or something. And now with this stuff coming in, these highlights, it's really starting to come together. It just kind of pops, because of the gradient map of it going from like a creamy orangey yellow to like eventually at the very darkest of blue, like going between the oranges and the purples, like along the way. Has a really nice pop. It's very nice. I realized I forgot to finish the shading back here. I'm silly. Ito bleh. God, I love I love every once in a while when I make my friends laugh, and I'm starting to make them laugh more and more, which means I'm improving. I'm improving with comedy. I'm healing the world with comedy. Uh, but yeah, no, like I've been making my friends laugh more and more, which means I'm getting better. I'm very, uh, I'm very enthused by this information, frankly. Like, yesterday my friends and I were talking about like grimdark. You know, I said that in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there was only war, and I just like I don't know. I guess I randomly decided to go like, "Yo, dark with no grim," and like I don't know. They thought it was funny. They thought it was really funny, and that makes me so happy. I like making my friends laugh. I like making people happy. Yo, dark with no grim. There we go. Water is spectacular. And where we get our water from, like what it flows from to us is relatively clean, compared to a lot of other water. So we're lucky. Uh, RFK Jr. Doing that shit with the sewage in the water. Oh, mm, not good. What if I did that? What would you look like then? Bad. The answer is not great. So I'll undo that. I think I might avoid like the highest of highlights. Like see how this guy because he's really close to the windows, but Ben Beckman's a little farther away. So I'm like emphasizing the shadows and sort of underplaying the highlights a little bit. At least that's what I'm trying to do. I'll keep that blank. I think it looks better without it. Water. Water is very pleasant. Wrong color. Wrong color, Crumb. That was a mistake. So I'm going to undo that. Wonderful. Okay, what does this look like with everything else, like, turned back on? So far, pretty alright. Yeah, so far, pretty good. Here's a yet more selective shading. Oh god, the most fun part of working on the PhD tuber models that I need to get to work on is gonna be the animation. That's gonna be pretty fun, I think. Too dark. What about you? You're literally that. Okay. There you are. Magnificent. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Is she come, is she go, will you let me go? It's feeling snow. Shading Beckman. Sometimes I just kind of lock in when it comes to art and make a lot of progress. And I think that this is one of those times where I'm just sort of locking in and making a lot of progress. Yeah, there we go. Um, I'll keep that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what's making me feel great right now is that I can see that the head looks pretty much done. Like I'm at that stage where I'm just kind of, you have to decide when a part of a piece or even a whole piece is done, because like technically it's never finished until you just like decide to stop. But like this is the I think the head is there almost. I just need to do one more thing. What? No, hey. Wrong one. There we go. The only time it'll get lighter than this. There we go. There we go. Maybe this.
Yeah, there we go. There we now. There we go. Now we're cooking with portals. Hmm. Marvelous. I'm gonna save before I forget. The hand and the arm. It looks like the next most finished thing, so I'm gonna try and like sort of finish the shading on that. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. You're evil, God. God, I saw a video from like Grand Line Reviews where
the thumbnail just made me think of You're Evil. And then he talked in the very beginning of You're Evil, and then I decided not to make that comment because it was already the joke in the fucking video. I might need to update this gradient a little bit. But other than that, I think it should be fine. Having it at its lightest around the stuff and things here, and then like how it more slowly sort of gradient out towards the other side. Ugh, I think that'll work. You know, I might just sit here for a bit. You know, I'll get back to drawing, but I think I'm just gonna sit here for a little and admire the progress that I've made. Because I've made some really good progress. Ah. Boom, 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 boom. Ah. Sorry for fiddling. If I get rid of both of those things, there we go. This really does show you the progress. I keep looking at the left, and I keep looking at the left, and I keep realizing that I'm forgetting the bottles. I keep forgetting the fucking bottles. Though I have an idea for that. Ben Beckman is floating. I like this. Let me get the sketch back on. Just so I can be like, here's the stool and the table where they're supposed to be. And then like just sort of deal with that. I'm definitely going to lower the table a bit. Like the top of the table. Definitely gonna be lowered a little bit. By a little bit, I mean it's gonna look significant even if it's not like if it's objectively not a big shift. I wonder how my shit's gonna have to shift once I start taking classes again on the 23rd of this month. I really don't know. I might have to cut back on all the work I'm doing for obvious reasons, and that's fine. That should be fine.
Alright, there we. You know, I have a strong desire to not continue this art piece today. I'm just gonna like chill, you know? I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. Ah, ah, fuck you, cheap viewers bot. Nightbot caught you. I've learned. I'm getting smarter. Fuck you. Thank you so much, Nightbot. Thank you. Thank you, Nightbot. You're awesome. Ah. Just me being Nelson. What a holy crap, what a splendid art piece. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, I'm coming. Says the asexual person who doesn't actually want to do anything, but is still like kind of into stuff. It's a weird like mix of whatever. Ah, holy fuck. I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying my time here. However, I do believe that I might be done for today. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I would appreciate a follow. Oh, noon Pacific Standard Time. Forgot the order. Uh, you can find me here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at noon Pacific Standard Time. I would love and appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And these bots, very roughly speaking, come out a week after the stream happens. I'd also appreciate a like and subscribe. And with that, I will catch you all on the flip flop. Bye bye.